We're in this mess because society's lost sight of what's most important. What matters most to me is my faith and my family. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that way. So we're joining together as God-fearing people to take the light into the darkness. So Adam Nicholas has been filming for Final Descent Outdoors for about 6 years, and over those 6 years, he's laid down some really good deer. Life was pretty good for Adam, but he was missing one thing: a wife.
Being single stinks. Being 30 years old and not having a partner in life, a Christian wife, it stinks. And in this day and age, it's tough to find someone like that.
You know, being a Christian and having high standards can make it a little bit tough in the dating world, and Adam just wasn't able to find the right girl until Ashley, all the way from South Carolina, came into his life.
So Adam and I had some mutual friends through Facebook actually, and I started cyber stalking him somewhat, and I thought that he was married because there were always pictures of him and this cute girl with the same last name. Well, come to find out it was his sister, luckily for me. So we made connections and started talking and flying back and forth to see each other, and that's basically how it started out.
First of all, I knew Ashley was the one because she spent more time in a deer stand than I did. Second of all, Ashley and I had spent some time together talking through text message, talking on the phone for hours, and then traveling back and forth between Oklahoma and South Carolina. And one day I woke up and I just realized that, at some point we've got to make a decision if we're going to pursue this any further. And I asked myself the question, can I live without Ashley in my life? And that question was no.
So I knew Adam was the one when he would send me these really goofy videos with Bubba teeth and like deer antlers on his head, making up all these crazy stories, and I would just literally go into gut laughing and share them with my family and my friends, and I just knew automatically like this was the guy that I was supposed to be with, because I always want to laugh and I enjoy laughing. So to me, that's how I knew that he was the one for me. So Adam and I got engaged, and we spent months trying to figure out, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get married and make all of this come together with family so far away across the United States? So we couldn't really come up with a game plan. So I happened to be at camera school with Final Descent. We were out riding around one day, and I saw this one hill where you could just see for miles and miles, and there were wildflowers everywhere. It was beautiful, and I said, this is the kind of place I want to get married.
Beautiful setting, and Brad just came to me and said, have you guys thought about getting married?
Brad was there. He's a minister, and he was like, well, I'll do it. So that's basically how it happened. All the Final Descent staff were my bridesmaids in full camo. They looked really cute, and Adam picked me some wildflowers, and they were beautiful, and we just basically stood on a hill one late afternoon and got married and cooked hamburgers afterwards. We really appreciate that, guys. But it was great. It wasn't planned, but it was good and worked for us, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
This segment has been brought to you by Vortex, the force in optics. Learn more at vortexoptics.com. And by these fine sponsors. This segment's brought to you by Rambo Bikes. Rambo, taking you places you've never been. Learn more at rambobikes.com. And by these fine sponsors. So after getting married, Adam and Ashley have to adjust to life together and hunting together.
So I halfway talked Ashley into moving to Oklahoma because of the big bucks here. And as soon as she moved here, wouldn't you know it, I had lease difficulties. We had 2 leases in 2 years where we didn't see a deer. Just felt like we had a streak of bad luck. We had 1 lease where a guy just yanked it out from under us and didn't give us our money back, so we're out, you know, a couple $1,000s, and really kind of starting to question things with the deer hunting situation, and when you're filming for an outdoor show and a faith-based outdoor show at that, you really start to worry and be concerned about, you know, our mission of getting the gospel out there to the outdoors. It really depends on us being able to put a good deer down.
So on February the 22nd, late one night, we actually found out we were pregnant. When I did the time frame, I realized that my due date was going to be the first week of November. Not good planning on our part because that's the peak of the rut. So with both of us loving to hunt like we do, I'm thinking, like, what did we do? I knew that I wouldn't be able to be out in the woods helping hang stands or clear paths or do anything to prep for hunting season.
It's Saturday, September 3rd, and instead of watching football games, we're out here on our lease here in central Oklahoma, and today we're going to put out some fence to hopefully keep some of the cattle out of the areas that we plan on feeding deer. And we got the Kubota RTV, and this is called the Bar None Rack from Jodio Manufacturing Services, and this is going to really be a lifesaver. It also comes equipped with a wire roll to where I can set the entire barbed wire roll right here and drive it and string it out. So it's really going to be a lifesaver today. It's going to be about 90 degrees. So. Bow hunting was pretty much ruled out for Ashley. She had our daughter on October 17th, but 3 weeks later, muzzleloader season rolls around.
So 3 weeks after his C-section, we decided, okay, we're gonna go this weekend and give it a shot at getting a buck. So we packed up arrow, and my mom was here visiting from South Carolina, and we went to deer camp, and we started scouting for bucks, and then the next morning we're in a deer blind and we have does coming in already.
And we decided to throw a ground blind out right here. Well, it's about to come to fruition because I can see antlers coming through the grass.
This segment's brought to you by Hunter's Cloak, a complete electronic mist system for complete concealment and attraction. Learn more at hunterscloak.com. And by these fine sponsors. This segment's brought to you by All Seasons Feeders and Blinds. Family owned and operated, making products to help you enjoy the outdoors. Learn more at allseasonsfeeders.com. And by Automatic Manhood, the 6-week video-based Bible study series from Final Descent Outdoors.
Order yours at finaldescentoutdoors.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Adam and Ashley have this buck coming in slowly but surely, so now it's just the waiting game.
It seemed like it took forever for him to actually get up to like where he was in shooting range, but once I saw him, I knew there was absolutely no way I was going to let this buck get away.
Oh my gosh. Ashley Nicholas. I'm so proud of him. He went straight down. Thank you, Lord. I'm so happy for this man. Happy for you. That's so awesome.
That's for our little girl. That's for Aaron. It's been a long time.
I prayed this morning. I prayed for God to have favor on her and to bring her the right deer. And that deer is bigger than the deer that we saw when we drove in here the other day. So
Thankful for my husband and all the sacrifices he makes for us and everybody involved with helping me get here this weekend to even be able to have this opportunity. To my wonderful in-laws, to feeding my dog, and my mom here from South Carolina taking care of Arrow today. So just really thankful for everybody involved that's helped make this happen for us.
This segment has been brought to you by Cherokee Sports, solutions for the sportsman. To see their full line of innovative products, visit CherokeeSports.com. This segment has also been brought to you by these fine sponsors. Now it's time for the Real Avid Tech Tip of the Week.
So Buck Blitz has been one of the longest partners we've had here at Final Descent Outdoors, and if you've watched the show much over the years, you've seen exactly how awesome Buck Blitz actually is. One of the big issues that Buck Blitz has always run into is the fact that it comes in a 40-pound bag, which is great for the consumer, but it's so hard for dealers to handle. And we get messages every week from people saying, how do I get Buck Blitz? How do I get it? And because it's 40 pounds, it's been so hard to ship and get out to customers who want it. Well, that's all changed with the new Buck Blitz Super Concentrate. The same smell that's in the big 40-pound bag that draws deer in has now been put into a 12-ounce package that you can mix in with your corn or other type of feed to give it the same attractant power that the big 40-pound bags of Buck Blitz has. This is such a super concentrate that actually 2 ounces of this will mix with 50 pounds of corn and treat it, or this entire package will treat 300 pounds of corn, making it as powerful as 300 pounds of Buck Blitz. Guys, this turns your everyday ordinary corn or feed into an absolute super attractant. So to order yours or to become a dealer, visit buckblitz.com. This segment is brought to you by Xstand Tree Stands, manufacturing the lightest, most innovative ladder, climbing, and hang-on tree stands in the industry. Learn more at xstand.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Well, it's the day before Oklahoma bow season closes. My good buddy Nathan has invited me to hunt one of his stands because he's got some great bucks coming in. And I'm just looking to put the Matthews to work before the end of the season.
6 or 7-year-old buck that we name Rosie, and he's a big 5x3. He's most people wouldn't call him a trophy buck, but he's a trophy in my book.
Well, one of the big bucks that Adam's buddy has been getting on his covert cameras is working his way in, and it looks like Adam's bad luck streak is about to end.
I'm definitely gonna have a long sleepless night. I guess I shot as he was still kind of walking. And, that's no excuse. I should have made a better shot, but it looks like I hit him low and back. And I'm just praying that it was a fatal shot, because I'd hate to wound that deer with as old as he is.
Well, I know I hit this buck low and back. I'm just praying that it's a lethal liver shot. My plan is to back out and come back the next morning and see if I can recover him.
Where's your last blood? Okay.
Here. We got more blood right here. We've been walking, gosh, probably a couple hundred yards now.
Oh my God.
Where's he at?
Oh my God.
Where's he at? Oh, wow. Holy crap. Wow. After probably 200-300 yard track job today, the good Lord led us to him, and man, I'm tickled to death. It's been a long time coming. It's been 3 years since I've shot a buck, and if you self-film, you know the challenges of self-filming. We have tons of covert pics of this guy. We ran the cell cameras this year, and I think that really helped us scout and know kind of what his traveling schedule was and where he was between stands.
So with the ups and downs that we've been through the last year, and it's incredible to be so blessed with my husband Adam and with our daughter Arrow, and these two bucks this season is just the icing on the cake.
This was an incredible memory for Ashley and Adam. I mean, they both took great deer, but it fails in comparison to being blessed with a beautiful, healthy baby. Psalm 127 tells us that children are a heritage from the Lord, a reward from Him, and they're like arrows in the hand of a warrior born in one's youth. It actually says that a man is blessed whose quiver is full of them. Moms and dads, we have such a huge responsibility to train up our children, our rewards from God. We have such a huge responsibility in that, to train them to love the Lord. And for that to happen, they have to see us loving the Lord first. Moms and dads, are you being the parents that God called you to be? Do your children see you loving the Lord? If not, I want you to know it's not too late to start. So today, if we can be praying for you and encouraging you as a parent, as we have this huge responsibility to raise up these rewards that we've been given from heaven. You know what? Go to our website, send us an email, go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, send us a message there. Let us know how we can be praying and encouraging you as a parent. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bailey's Outdoor Shop is the official taxidermist of Final Descent Outdoors. Closed captioning brought to you by Real Avid.